please stand for the flag salute. Maureen, would you lead us tonight, please?
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Maureen. Tammy, will you take us through roll call, please?
Yes, I will. Those present are Mayor Shaw, Council Members Baker, Roth, Armbruster, Kemp, and McVeigh. Staff President, myself, Tammy Justice, City Attorney, Public Works Supervisor, City Engineer, Lieutenant MacGyver, and Jim Gibson is excused tonight.
Thank you. Look for approval of agenda, Council.
Move to approve the agenda.
Second.
There's a motion, a second to approve the agenda. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed 5-0. Thank you, Council. Now look for the approval of the consent agenda, please.
Move approval of the consent agenda to include July 22, 2025 claim vouchers 8638 through 8650 and one EFT in the amount of $6,408.22. July 8, 2025 meeting minutes. July 2025 payroll in the amount of $41,202.72. And the August 12, 2025 claim vouchers 8658 to 8677 and three EFTs in the amount of $41,646.69, which have been audited by the audit committee.
Second. There's a motion and a second to approve the consent agenda. Any further discussion? No further discussion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed 5-0. Thank you, Council. We'll now move into public comment, which is an opportunity for somebody in the audience to address the council. It's not a question and answer. It's just an opportunity for you to address the council. And you have 3 minutes if you need to use all 3 minutes. First, it looks like Brad and Michelle. Is it Cheney?
Yes.
Okay. You can stand up, you can sit down, whatever feels most comfortable.
Awesome. We're the Cheney family. We are members. I'm a den leader. My husband is our Cub Master of the local Cub Scout Pack 9307. And we just want to sincerely thank you guys, the City of Rainier, for allowing us the opportunity to use Bukowski Park to host an STP, the Seattle to Portland Hydration Station. We were approached by the Cascade Bicycle Club to host a station here in Rainier in what the bikers call the Desert Oasis. It is hot, it's full sun, and it's a 40-mile stretch between 2 different major stops for hydration for them. And so we approached somebody here at the City Hall who did give us the permission to utilize the space. And it was a great experience for our Cubs. Our Cubs are anywhere from kindergarten to 5th grade, and then they're adult leaders. We came together to serve the community, to cheer on the riders as they came through. The park was a perfect location. We had shelter, we had bathrooms, and we had water. It made us possible to create a welcoming and refreshing area for everybody. There were 6,000 riders who came through. We were also able to support local businesses where we were able to purchase supplies, food, and drinks for the riders, again, making this more of a community event. We truly value the city's support of your local youth programs, like ours, like our Cub Scouts. Opportunities like this help our Scouts learn the importance of service, teamwork, and community spirit. It's a memory they'll carry with them for definitely years to come. Just some fun facts. We sold over 300 shots of pickle juice, 50 slices of homemade banana bread, 100 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, 20 gallons of Gatorade, and gave away hundreds of gallons of fresh cold water to all those riders. This is the only other fundraising Scout event that we do besides selling the Scout popcorn. So it was a great profit for us to help us continue to provide our kids with patches and adventure belt loops for their accomplishments. The STP Facebook page had multiple writers comment saying that our stop was their absolute favorite out of dozens. It was a 206-mile bike ride, and we were almost the halfway point, so they were just very generous for our stop and our amenities that we were able to offer. With your support, we would like to continue this tradition every year in July and to be able to use the park again next year. Thank you for your kindness, your trust, and for helping us be part of such a really great event.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Jason Rickman?
Joan Richmond.
What's that?
Joan Richmond.
Oh, Joan. That's not an S. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry about my writing.
My apology.
I'm here about your cats. I've been feeding your cats in Rainier for over 7 years. I have caught and homed over 50, and I have fed them. You had cats that people have taken their fur off, and I've healed them and got them homes. I am still feeding them. I have trouble with one person now, and he died. The kids have a home, and they don't want me putting food underneath. The old school was the alley there. So I've been putting the food on the outside. But winter is going to be coming, and I need to have some spot to put the food. You know, Rainier doesn't want to home them. They don't want to put them in a home. They do the dogs, but you don't do the cats. Cats are animals too, and it's cruelty not to feed them. Those little animals come, literally stand by the road, they hear my car and hear my voice. They come running to me. She's a witness to this, what I do. The vet here wants me to continue with it. He says, I've got one that I've spent over $700 right now on his ears. I hope to be able to get them fixed. They're not going the way I want, but you know, it takes money. And I've been doing it all by myself. I want to home the ones I've got out there. I will home them if I can catch them. But as you can see, I took a fall on a cat toy and broke my hip, my back, and my shoulder, and I'm having a hard time getting around now. I don't want to fall down over there. I need to be able to have a place to go and put the food so the kitties can come and eat. You know, I'm not asking for help. I would like help. I've had the feed store give me a bunch of food for them today. The first time I've had someone do this for me. I mean, you may not like cats, but I love all animals. God made them, and He made them for us to love. And we need to take care of them. We don't need to watch them starve and die. There's kittens. I have neutered them. I've sent them as far as Bellingham to get them home. You know, I am on Social Security. Yes, I have a couple rentals. But they use all my money every month up for cat food and care for them. And if they need help, I try to get them out. I've taken 25 of them to my barn and stuck them in there because I don't have horses anymore. I used to have 23 horses. Yes, I've also rescued horses. I got a rescue dog. All the kitties in my house are rescued. People bought them and throw them in boxes, and there was 3 or 4 baby kittens in boxes. I mean, people come and visit me and they sneak a cat in my house. Fine, I take it. I'll get a home for it. But I need a place. Winter's coming. If they won't allow me to put food underneath that shed, which is an old beat building, I gotta have a spot alongside the road there that I can put something, you know, so tall, so wide that I can put food in it so they can go in and eat. To put it out in the rain is not gonna be a good idea. And I'm hoping the city will allow that.
Thank you.
Are you gonna be able to allow, or do you need to talk about it?
Well, it's like I said, during public comment, it's just an opportunity for the audience to address the council. So it's not a question and answer time.
I don't know anything about this stuff,
Yeah,
so
that's
I've
right.
never been in a place like this.
Yeah.
And the vet asked me to come here and say what I had to say.
Yeah, no,
Because he's helping me with the one cat that I spent over $700, which still has a big swollen ear. And don't know if I can save it or not, because I doctor him 2 or 3 times a day.
Yeah, well, thank you, and like I said, that you got your public comment, and you got your opportunity to speak, so thank you.
I'm spending over $1,000 a month on this.
Okay, we'll go to staff reports. Lieutenant MacGyver, you want to start tonight, please?
Sure, absolutely. So nothing, no big changes in the city over the last month. The only thing that's been increasing considerably are the traffic stops, since that kind of tended to be a point of contention. So we're averaging almost a traffic stop and a half now within the city throughout all of June. So that's up quite a bit. That's up 22 traffic stops compared to the month before. I don't know if the people are super excited about that because they have been getting a lot of tickets handed out upon Tipsoo and whatnot because of the problems with the speeding up there and the running of the stop sign. So, like I said before, once we kick that into motion, it's fair game. We spread the love evenly when we're contacting people. So, if you have those issues and bring them up to us, I will definitely pass things like that on where we have traffic problems to the ladies and gentlemen that are working this district for you guys, and we'll try to get that taken care of as best we can. No major calls for service, nothing outlandish that has come to our attention. No major crime reports. We had a couple domestic disputes and so on and so forth, but nothing remarkable that I think is noteworthy.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Any
absolutely.
questions for Lieutenant?
Thank you very much for the presence up on Tipsy. I've seen the trolls up there very frequently now.
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you. Theron?
Everybody's standing tonight, so I'm gonna stand too. Public Works has been super busy lately. We finished installing the last of the curb stops in these 4 parking lots along here, 86 of them in total. We were fortunate to get a pallet price on the curb stops, which saved the city almost $1,800 overall. And so those are all installed now, and we are going to work in getting the lines striped in the parking lot before summer is up. Segueing into Tipsu, when I took over, there were 2 25-mile-an-hour speed limit signs in Tipsu. We have added in this last month an additional 8, so we're up to 10 25-mile-an-hour speed limit signs in Tipsu, so hopefully that will slow people down and give the sheriff some ground to work with. We've done some roadway grading and repair on Olympia Street. We continue to work through some challenges in the water system. We had a catastrophic failure of well 4 in our last heat wave. The pump went down completely and failed. That pump, the average lifespan for that pump is 8 to 10 years. It pumps 12 million gallons a year. That pump was over 15 years old, so it was way past its lifespan. It should have been replaced several years sooner, but we were very fortunate. We had a local company come out. They had us back up and going within 24 hours, so we didn't miss a beat there. We also had some issues with both of our generators up at Public Works, some mechanical issues due to some maintenance problems, but we have gotten those restored. We did have a fire up in one of the backyards in Burnham Estates that encroached into our Public Works facility. Upon going back there, we noticed that several of the residents are dumping a lot of yard debris and yard waste up there. Their grass clippings and whatnot, and that is our private property. So we have since put up some no trespassing signs, some no dumping signs, and we're possibly exploring fencing that area off in the future because that is our property. And not only do we not want people to dump up there, but that entire compound being our water facility, it's a homeland security issue if something gets breached up there. So that's something we're going to explore in the future. August 2nd, we had a very successful community cleanup day with 70+ people showing up, filling 4 40-yard dumpsters. Maxed them out, had the backhoe out there, we were packing them down, and yeah, it was super successful. I could see definitely doing that again and possibly even twice a year because a lot of positive comments from everybody that it was a great thing for the city. And finally, we installed some lights to light up Wilkowski Park for the safety of the public and to try and mitigate some of the vandalism that we've had in the past. I personally have spoken with several residents that are concerned about the amount of people. There's a homeless camp just down the trail in Thurston County property, and they're concerned about people milling around there all hours of the night. So we have lit up the park. After we got the lights installed, the mayor and I did walk around that evening, talked to a bunch of people that were using the park, people that were playing pickleball. The general consensus was it was a great thing to have it well lit. Some of the ladies that we talked to said it was a safety concern when they would walk to their car, walk to the bathroom. I actually had my wife down here a couple of weeks ago before we installed the lights, and she said, wow, this is really dark. I would not feel safe as a woman walking around here at night. So we do have that lit up now. We're working on getting 1 or 2 bids for cameras to add an additional camera to the pole we have down there, and then exploring the possibility of putting another camera set on the pickleball courts to expand a broader view there. And I think that's it.
Thank you, Theron. Any questions for Theron? Adam?
The completed draft water system plan is currently under an internal review before sending to DOH. Not much more to say about that at this point, but it's completed, looking good. Finally got that model done, like I mentioned last time. I was just out taking some pictures for the TIB applications for next year's funding, and I took photos of Center Street between Binghamton and city limits, and Rochester Street between Center Street and Idaho Avenue. I took pictures of Rainier Acres Road and Rainier Estates Court. So those are all the roads we're applying for chip seals. The Rochester Street with the alligator cracking is the TIB engineer. I spoke with him recently. He was actually out here about a month ago, and he gave me scores for all the streets. But he said that the Rochester Street would be more eligible for a scrub seal. So it's a little more intensive. That's it for me.
Any questions for Adam? Thank you, Adam. Dennis?
I attended TRPC in July. Not much going on. We're still actively recruiting for a new director. And the job request went out this week. And there is no meeting in August, so I really have nothing else to report.
Any questions for Dennis? Thank you, Dennis. Ron?
Nothing to report, no TPD this month, as August is always no meeting. So that's it for me.
Any questions for Ron? Thank you. Tom?
Nothing really to report. EOC, we didn't have a meeting. We don't have one planned for this month. The biggest problem that Thurston County is facing right now is the heat wave that's coming through, and being able to establish cool-off points throughout the communities, which we have. And fortunately or unfortunately, nobody's really reached out to them, to the senior center or Valley Heart, that type of stuff. So we're still in good shape as far as the community goes. But other than that, we'll probably get back on track next month and start talking about winter issues and that type of stuff. Our radio checks went really well. Everybody was there, if I remember right. And so everything's looking good right now as far as our city is concerned about emergency situations. So other than that, that's all I got.
Thank you. Any questions for Tom? Ryan?
Nothing.
Any questions for Ryan? Thank you, Ryan. Maureen?
Nothing to report, but I'd like to thank Barron for the lights. I was down there, it really lights up. It's interesting though, it only gets like the first half of the parking lot, and then that back half seems really dark.
Yeah, we may explore putting another light to light this.
Go to that other end.
Yeah, to go to that one side. I don't think we need to go as bright as the other ones
Right,
to
but maybe
broadcast.
something
But
down there.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's definitely, that little nook there needs a little more.
Yeah, okay.
So,
No, otherwise,
yeah.
no, I was down there, it looks really good.
Awesome, thank you.
Anything else? Any questions for Maureen? Thank you. Bill?
Thanks, Phil. Comment?
I like that. Any questions for Bill? Tammy?
Thursday, we get our laminate flooring installed here, the front hallway and the kitchen area. The doors will be closed to the public because they're gonna be tearing it all up, but we will be here taking phone calls and helping people probably through my door. You're gonna talk about the parade. I did have something else on my, I'm off Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. My husband's having surgery, so I will be gone those days. But I'm always available by email or text message, so if anyone needs me, feel free. And that's it.
Any questions for Tammy? Okay. I think at the last meeting, we decided that the council is not gonna walk in the parade this year. Is that what we decided at the last meeting, right?
Yes.
Okay, so, city staff will lead the parade, along with the grand marshal, like we did last year. I'll participate with the city staff, so you'll see all city staff, all 6 of them, plus myself, driving city vehicles and stuff like last year. City staff is really looking forward to that. I know Shelley was beating at the bit that she gets to drive the Kubota again, and Tammy wants the side-by-side, and Aaron's workers Paul wants to ride in the trailer on the on his lawnmower, but he wants to be pulled by Willie. So we're gonna have fun with that, and we're gonna throw candy on it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you'll see us at the front. Hopefully you're there at the parade. Public Works, thank you for doing the cleanup. Tammy gave up her Saturday to come down and check water. Or basically, she knows everybody anyway, but she only had to turn away 2 people, is that right? That were not in our city limits, and that went smooth for you.
Yeah, it was great.
I sent you all a text about the retreat, second Tuesday in September that we've always done in the past at 3 o'clock. Ryan, did you get the text?
I believe so.
Okay. You're the only one I didn't hear from, so just we're go for that. I know we have the September meeting. I know Ron suggested not to have Subway again this year, so Tammy and I talked, we could have pizza, or I could go over and we could get rice bowls from the Chevron. If you've never had their rice bowls, they put together a pretty good bowl there, or any other suggestion somebody has. We're a little limited here, or we can just get pizza. The retreat's at 3 o'clock, and we'll have dinner about 5 o'clock, and think about things you want to put on the retreat and let me know. Again, we still have the September meeting, but I just want to get it on the calendar early. Did you find that text?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You said the second Tuesday in September.
4th Tuesday.
Thank you.
Second what would have been our traditionally second meeting, yeah.
Correct. Okay.
Yeah. Whatever, I don't have the date in front of me. But
23rd.
yes, all of you had replied,
23rd.
as long as Ryan got it. That's all I got, so.
The 23rd.
Okay.
If you're asking for consensus, I'm okay with pizza.
Okay.
I just said right.
Like I said, we've got another month here until we even get into September.
One more thing I forgot.
But no.
This is the easy one. These tables we talked about replacing, and then Theron and Bob and I talked about, they're actually really functional still, so we thought about trying to update them by resurfacing. So that is still in the works, but in the meantime, I had a citizen, I don't know, Bill Kep with Legacy Construction, offered to, he wants to help the community in any way, and so I said, hey, what do you think about can you talk to us about resurfacing these? And he has a connection where he might be able to get us different tables. So he told me to give him 10 or 14 days to get some ideas. But the ones that he's thinking are open in the front, more like conference tables. Are we opposed to that? What's our thoughts on? Do we like these, how you kind of sit behind them? Do you care if they're open? Any opinions?
I like it, I think, the simplest thing is just paint it.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
I've been sitting behind this table for many, many years. and I
Well,
know
my
what I'm
papa
saying.
built these tables when, what, the 80s, so I'm kind of partial to them myself. So, okay, well, it sounds like we all kind of agree then, if we could just update these, they would look great. And the floor being done Thursday, we're gonna be so fancy. Okay, that's
That's
all I
kind
have.
of one of the last things on last year's retreat that we have to check off our list. Tammy knows that she's trying to get that done by retreat. So,
Or
good
something.
job. Okay, thank you, council.
What time's it?
We'll now,
23rd, it's 3.
we'll now go to new business, National Voter Registration Day proclamation. Riley?
Hello. So thank you for recognizing National Voter Registration Day. Voting is the cornerstone of our democracy, but you can't vote if you're not registered. Last year, Thurston County passed 200,000 registered voters. Voter registration has never been easier. Through same-day voter registration, you can register and vote until 8 p.m. on election day. 16 and 17-year-olds can pre-register, and we'll send them a ballot when they're eligible. 2025 is the 12th National Voter Registration Day in Thurston County, and we appreciate your help in increasing awareness of registering and participating in the democratic process. For those of you listening remotely, please know that registering to vote is easy. Simply go to votelaw.gov and use your Washington State driver's license, state ID, or last four of your social to register. Our voter services office in Tumwater is next to our ballot processing center in the Mottman neighborhood. We also will have a fully operational voting center at the Lacey Timberland Library for this general election. And that's where you can go to register and replacement ballot. And thank you again for your support and partnership on this and other important issues.
Thank you.
Thank you, Riley.
That is an action item. Somebody'd like to make a motion?
I make a motion that we approve the National Voter Registration Day proclamation.
Second.
There's a motion and a second to approve the National Voter Registration Day proclamation. Any further discussion? Seeing no further discussion, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed 5-0. Thank you, council. Thank you. Any old business? Ryan?
Let's call it.
Make a motion.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second?
There's a motion and a second to adjourn. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed. Council meeting officially adjourned at 5:26 p.m.